Yes, overall. So fifth game in a row, unbeaten, difficult away game, and then to be able here to score 3 goals and really deserved win. Pretty pleased, of course, with our performance. We spoke so much about our efficiency and to be a bit more clinical in the final third, because even the games before we have created so many chances, but today we were really pretty concentrated and clinical in the first half in front of the goal. 3 great team goals, fantastic finishing pass, the first from Marcus Tiepermann, second from Jacob Lungi Sørensen, third from Ben Gibson, fantastic assists, and also clinical first touches of Teemu Pukki and also Emi Buendia, and then concentrated finish. Would have preferred in the second half a bit more control out of our possession, perhaps to score the fourth goal to win the game even a bit more comfortable, because when you're in one scene not switched on, and we gave, of course, unnecessarily the penalty away, and that's also the situation when they scored in the first half when we were not switched on and shifting quick enough. So one little situation on this level can sometimes change the whole momentum. So there's even space for improvement and to do better and to have more control. But all in all, today I can't really complain too much, and many compliments to my lads today.
A word for Tim Krul as well. I mean, 2 really, really top draw saves. We've spoken to you so many times about how important he is for you guys, but the timing of those saves, just like on Tuesday, was so important, weren't they?
Yes, I mentioned several times. So Tim Krul is the best goalkeeper in this league, and we know this, and he plays our part. So it's I expect him also to be there in this situation with the save. So that's also the reason we tried everything a few years ago to sign him. It's more like we have him under contract. So he's a part of our game and a part of our strengths. And Tim is always important for us. And I'm pretty pleased to have the best goalkeeper in the league in my team. And Tim is a great lad.
We've spoken so much about sort of shaking off the Premier League relegation hangover. How much of a big moment do you see this day as in potentially, really rebuilding that confidence and feeling like yourselves again almost?
Yes, not just this day. So it was more like a process. So we had each and every team after relegation is suffering. So since I'm here in England, 3 seasons, I have seen each and every team that comes down from the Premier League suffering. Some of the teams are not even allowed to play on championship level anymore. When I think about Sunderland, Hull, all the others were quite often involved in relegation battles like Stoke, like Huddersfield, and so on. So it's always difficult, and especially in this season, we had the shortest summer break ever. We had more or less no preseason even interrupted with international breaks. Anyhow, we have the COVID situation. And in our situation, so many young players tutored with the move. So also from the mindset with all the rumors was not easy. But I work with this team each and every day, and I see them growing each and every day as a group, and also as a team. And I have to say we are in a really good shape. So last 5 games, 13 points. No other team was able to manage us on this level. Not just one exceptional away game, but in general. So last 5 games, 13 points. It's fantastic. We are the team of the moment, team of the month, or however you want to label it. And for that, many compliments to my lads. But we also know Championship is the toughest league in the world, and momentum can change unbelievably quick. And we have to make sure that we stay focused, that we go further on, and that we are also there with the same level of performance and concentration for the next game. If we do this, then it's definitely a good position to build on right now. But it's not important right now to be after 9 game days in the top position. The most important is to be after 46 games, and this is our claim, and we want to keep going.
And just ask you a little bit more about Emi. You said there about how good his goal was, but do you feel like he's sort of settling down and really sort of finding his form again? He looks like he's just that little bit happier than maybe he was in the early stages of the season.
Yes, but that's quite normal. He's an emotional player from South America, and of course he was also suffering after relegation. And in addition to that, shortest preseason, he was injured in the last friendlies of preseason. He missed the first games of the season because of his red card in the last season on Premier League level. Then he missed another game because of injury. And even for such a player, it's difficult to grow into such a season with such a break. But I've got the feeling his mindset is top class at the moment, and he needs a few games to come into his rhythm. But if I judge his last 4 games, he has delivered with assists, with goals right now, with second-class passes, and also with brilliant performances. And also today, I think not just a goal, not just his ability to create chances, but also his workload for the team was outstanding. And it's always the same, when you're willing as an individual to work for the team, to invest for the team, then the team can shine, and then you will also shine as an individual. And that's what Emi's doing at the moment. Pretty pleased with him at this moment, but for him the same like for our whole team. He has to keep going, and exactly in this way. And if he keeps going, then he will have a really good season. But we have to make sure that we don't go further on with 1% less. Exactly in this way, we have to keep going.
Just finally from me, can just ask you a little bit about Teemu Pukki as well. You went with him today, gave the start. Unfortunately, he didn't get the goal in the second half just to finish things off. But how do you sort of rate his progression?
Yes, also for him. So it's not like first time in the starting lineup we expect that he wins the game all alone. But I'm pretty happy with Slav, because he had also muscle injury, especially for such a quick player. Sometimes you need a bit to come into his rhythm, but he had also some good appearances from the bench. And we got the feeling today is a day where he can start the game. And I think he was quite important for our game with his movements and behind. So we were lacking this a little bit, especially in the last game. And today, when he is there and always a threat, and the opponent has also to concentrate on his movements, that creates also then a bit more space for Teemu. And this was what happened today. And I think Teemu also earned a lot of benefit from Slav's ability to go deep, and he worked also quite concentrated in our pressing also for the team. And of course, there are also areas where he can improve, and didn't expect a world-class performance, but it was definitely a good and important performance for us, and pretty pleased that we have him.
Right, thank you, Daniel.
Thanks, Dave. We'll leave it there. Thank you very much.
Can I just ask one, actually?
Yes.
Dave's obviously been very comprehensive there, but just want to ask about Teemu Pukki. I mean, obviously he was massive for you last time you were in the Championship, won the Golden Boot. How much of a better striker is he now, and what do you think he's added to his game since then?
Teemu is one of the best strikers in this country. I mentioned for me, especially in the way we play, it's best striker in this country. Teemu doesn't have to prove anything. He has taken this league in storm, was winning the Golden Boot, was winning the award, by far the award of being the best player in this league. And there were not other likes from us, but also players like Jack Grealish and so on in this league. He was fantastic. He scored also nearly double figures in last season for a side who was struggling on Premier League level. Yeah, and of course, as a striker, you have also sometimes a period when you're not scoring. But all in all, I have to say, brilliant start into the season. Many goals so far. He was there with assists, but also his workload. He's quite important also with his attitude. And we can be all absolutely proud that we have a player like Teemu in our club. Not just his quality, but also his personality. And he's top class and unbelievably important for us.
Can I just ask you, I mean, obviously you've got players in the team that went up a couple of seasons ago. How important is that experience this time round? I mean, because obviously when teams come down, sometimes they struggle, but obviously you've got players here that know what this division's all about.
Yes, you need both. You need experience, but you need also fresh energy, especially after relegation. And it's always up to find a good mix. We have got great leaders in our dressing room. Even some players were not that much involved in the recent games. When I think about also Alex Tete or Mario Franch, it's also a player who's not there in each and every moment on the pitch. But when he is on the pitch, he can do magic for us and can be there with important things for us. And also how Alex Tete leads the group anyhow is fantastic. Our experienced player, also Kenny McLean, right now he's coming from the bench a little bit in the last games. Whenever I substitute him in, he's important for us, and pretty pleased with our mix of experience and also fresh energy. And this is exactly the balance you need.